everybody, it's Trish here from Pinky's Farm. Today I'm a little late on the uptick for Friday Sews. It is now Monday. I did not get an opportunity to film over the weekend. I was busy doing a whole bunch of nothing, okay? Laying on the hammock to be exact. My husband hung this really nice hammock on our back porch, and it has been lovely for weeks. And I keep thinking I've just got to enjoy using the hammock before it gets too hot, because it will get so hot that it'll feel like the air is on fire and I won't be able to lay out there on the hammock. And so I just have really enjoyed on my days off just sitting in that hammock with my phone, watching you guys on YouTube, getting inspiration for sewing and junk like that. Now, I had this really irrational thought that, you know, when it got too hot to sit outside on the hammock, I could just get my husband to hang some hooks in the house. Somewhere where I could, you know, watch TV, maybe have YouTube going up on the TV, and I could, you know, hang out and watch TV and swing in the hammock. And when I broached that idea with him, he thought I was a lunatic. He's like, hammocks don't go in the house. And I said, au contraire, mon cher. I know somebody who had a hammock in their bedroom and they slept in it all the time. So don't tell me that, because I've seen it with my own two eyes. But he thinks I'm crazy for wanting to do that. And honestly, that's pretty lazy, isn't it? To just like put a hammock in your house so you can be lazy inside. Anyway, it could still happen, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, it has been making me lazy. But you know what I do is I'm really busy in between those lazy times. And I allow myself some grace to lay on the hammock, look at my phone, enjoy the breeze, and enjoy the noise of the outside. I love that. I'm such an outside person. And so I just enjoy being out there and just being really lazy. But I did have to work yesterday, so I knew I was going to be on my feet all day, because the restaurant that I make cakes for, she's been understaffed for quite a while, and she begged me to kind of pinch hit yesterday. So I went in, worked all day yesterday, and while I was there, she talked me into working Thursdays. I don't know how she does it. I was dead set against, I'm not working during the week or the weekend. I don't want to go outside. I do the cakes. That's all I wanted to do, was do her baking. Somehow she talked me into Thursdays, and I was feeling guilty for laying on the hammock so much that I took her up on it. So I'm sure my husband will be really proud of me that I'm working an extra day, because he frequently makes it clear that he has to get up on Monday morning and go to work, and I don't. So anyways, maybe that'll soothe him a little bit. Poor wah baby. Anyways, we're here to talk about sewing, right? So let's talk about sewing. I did my sewing bowl challenge. If you're not familiar with sewing bowl challenge, basically there's like 7 mystery bowls, and the challenge is run on Instagram by, I think this month it's hosted by someone called, they call him Spade, I think, something like that. Anyways, I'll put a link below on it. But what they do is they have 7 bowls full of different categories, and they pull a card from each bowl, and then they put them all together and give it to you, and you have to take those criteria and you have to make a garment out of it. So my criteria were, it had to be solid black and white. It had to be from the 80s era. It had to be athletic or leisure. It had to have either leather, fur, or suede on it, or somewhere, you know, have that somewhere in it. It had to, let's see what else, had to be a butterick pattern. So my version of that turned out, oh, and there was an option that I could swap out any of those that I needed that didn't work for me. So I swapped out the leather, suede, and fur option just because, you know, it gets to be 95, 98, 100 degrees here. I really don't want to mess with any of that stuff. Although it was a really neat part of the challenge, and I could have worked it in somewhere on a collar or something, but I decided, I found a pattern from the 80s, a butterick pattern, and I didn't even buy it. I just happened to see the picture on the front of it, and I'll put the picture of the pattern here. Athletic tennis dress. And I thought, that's going to be what I make because I have to do solid black and white. And it's really hard to come up with, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't wear that much just solid black and white, but it hit me that that would be perfect for this challenge. So let me show you what I made. This is my little athletic and leisure sewing bowl challenge. It is like a ribbed fabric, nice and stretchy and not real heavy. I put the white fold over elastic at the top around the arm. That's how the pattern was. The pattern actually had it on both arms. I decided that I didn't want it on both arms. I just put 2 stripes there and 1 stripe down this side. And it has the little slits at the bottom, so if I wanted to put like a little pair of tennis shorts or something under it, I could do it that way, which would be good for the summer and, you know, make a little more modesty. The back is just plain, but that is what I came up with, and although it's not really exciting and it's kind of boring, it does A, meet the challenge criteria, and B, I will wear the daylights out of this thing. Okay, let me hang it up. I will get so much wear out of that. And so it was fun to do the challenge. I would have probably never made that had it not been for joining the challenge. So now that I've made it, I love it, and I want to make some more because it would be good. So it's so simple. It came together so fast. Y'all excuse my hair. I was pea picking this morning early. Me and my friend went and picked black-eyed peas all morning, and we were sweating, and I had my hair tied back, and y'all just get to see the best of me, don't you? Oh my goodness. So I apologize for that. Now, speaking of hair, have y'all seen Jen? Oh my gosh. Her hair is like peacock colors, and it is beautiful. It just looks like the ocean. It is all blues and some aqua-ish in it, light blue, dark blue. It looks really beautiful on her, and if you haven't seen that, you got to go to her channel, Today in Jen's Sewing Room. I'll link it below, but you got to go check her out because that hair looks so good on her. I mean, when she told me a while back when she was here visiting, she mentioned that she might consider dyeing it. One of her daughters was trying to talk her into dyeing her hair, and she wasn't sure about it, whatever. And I was like, wow, that's really drastic. But no, it looks so good on her. So check her out. Okay, what's on my agenda? The first thing that I have to finish, I absolutely have to finish this week, is the Hawaiian shirt quilt that I'm making for my neighbor. My neighbor, her husband passed away a month or 2 ago, and it was real tragic. And he had a ton of these Hawaiian shirts, and I have cut little bitty Hawaiian shirts out of them. And those are all, I think I showed you these already, but these are ready to be appliqued onto the blocks. So I have a whole stack of them. So I'm going to applique these onto blocks this week, and then I'm going to take the remaining pieces of fabric that were in the shirts and make blocks that kind of match. And I'm going to piece those all together. It's going to be simple squares. Get the backing on it. I'm going to get that delivered to her because it's kind of a depressing project and it's really weighing me down. And to be honest, I'm ashamed of this, but I don't like sewing for other people. I mean, if it's my choice to go and make something for somebody, I really enjoy it. But I don't really like it when people ask me to make something for them. It just, just rips the joy right out of it. So anyways, I'm going to be thankful for the years that I did know him and that I did enjoy his company, that he was my sweet friend. I'm going to get that made, try to keep a positive attitude, and just get it out the door. So after that, I just want to be selfish. I want to be selfish and sew me something. So I have this beautiful fabric that came from Jen. She sent me this in my Happy Mail. And it's just been calling me to come and get it. So I want to figure out what I want to do with this gorgeous tropical fabric. There's a small piece that goes with it, which is definitely going to become a pillow for my spare room because it matches in there really well. I've got a huge painting on the wall. It matches it really good. that's gonna be for that. But this other piece is giant. I mean, I could get a pair of pants out of this. I could get a skirt. I could get a dress. Some capri pants would be really cute. So would a skirt. So would like a little summer shift. So I have not decided what I'm going to make out of it yet, because I treasure it because it's from my friend Jen, even though we're not twins anymore because she dyed her hair. But I love it, and it's stretchy. It's almost like poplin, but it's got one-way stretch this side. Well, no, yeah, just one way. Two-way. It's called two-way stretch. But anyways, I've got to come up with something to make out of that, and I'm going to go on my pattern hunt. I mean, my gosh, I've got gobs and gobs of patterns here, so I'm sure I can come up with something for that cute fabric. The other thing I'm wanting to make, since we're getting into the triple digits soon for our temperatures, I have this bathing suit pattern. Now, there's not a single bathing suit on here that I would actually wear out in public. I'm just not one of those risky kind of people. Like, I don't feel like anybody really wants to see it. But there are elements of it that I like. Starting with this little boy short. I would definitely wear the little boy shorts. And I would definitely take any one of these tops. Not this one, but maybe this one. This one here I really like. It's almost like a sports bra. So I would probably choose that one for support. And then just turn it into a tankini. Maybe just make a little A-line tank to go with it. So that's definitely on the horizon, because I have this really pretty bathing suit fabric. And I've had this, y'all, I've probably had this for 5, 10, 12 years. Because I can remember when I got it and where I lived at the time. And Hancock Fabrics was going out of business. And I bought a whole bunch, I mean, carload of fabrics when they were going out of business, because they were dirt cheap. And this is one of them. And I have a lot of it. This would make multiple bathing suits, but it will at least make a new bathing suit for me for this year. I was inspired by Maudie from Maudie Sews when she did her, link her below. Last year in the summer, she made a whole bunch of bathing suits, and they looked great on her. And she is really positive about body image, and she tries to instill that in everybody else. She's like, look, y'all, be thankful for your beautiful body and do what you know, dress it and enjoy it. And I am trying to listen to that and do that this year. So although I won't wear a bikini, because look, I'm 62. I don't even want to see it, much less anybody else. But this would be really cute in either a one piece or that tankini style. So that's on my agenda. What else? I've got the Jen fabric, that. What else? Hey, speaking of Maudie, look how cute my little voodoo doll looks with his needles in. Isn't it adorable? Y'all need to go over to her website, Inspired Leather Co. And you need to get you one of these little voodoo dolls, because it's got all my sewing needles in it. So all my machine needles. So now I don't have to go digging through a big box full of old needles to figure out what they are. They're all marked. That says Universal. This says Ballpoint. This one says Microtex. And it's awesome. I got all of them in one place, and it's a cute place. Like, look at that rainbow hair, would you? I mean, it doesn't get any cuter than that. But anyways, there's her little logo on the back. But it's not only are these cute, they have a really nice hand. They have a nice feel to them. All hand stitched. And I know I've talked about these before, but just go support Maudie in her shop. She's got so much beautiful leather stuff. And I got to see if she can make me a belt. I really need a yellow belt, so I'm going to talk to her about that. Anyways, go check out Inspired Leather Co. and Maudie from Maudie Sews. I'll link it all below. There's a pattern wrapped up in here. I don't know what. Oh, this is the pattern I cut for my Sewing Bowl Challenge dress. And I am going to make more of these. I got to keep this handy. That is a nice little, it just turned out to be a nice little pattern. I hand cut it from another dress and just used the Butterick pattern for inspiration. But I'm really going to make more of these. I like it a lot. Any little stretchy, I have a lot of just double brush poly and junk like that around here that I don't know what to use it for. It's going to be that straight little summer dress with tennis shoes, flip-flops. Maybe put on a little wedge and go get some dinner. If I can talk hubby into it, if I'm not sitting on the hammock the whole time. Anyway, that's really all I have for you. Oh, no, it's not. See, I do this every time. I say I'm done, and then I see something else, and I'm just like, squirrel, you know. But anyways, I got this for Mother's Day. Go me, go me. I got this for Mother's Day. It's Gutermann thread. I just love a good box of Gutermann thread. I love it. And so my mom was like, I don't know what to get you. And I'm like, these are nice. So she got me these. She's a sewist also, so she can appreciate some good thread. So that was fun for Mother's Day. We had a great Mother's Day. I wore the dress that I made, and I loved it. I put some little pearl buttons on the front and a little white shrug on, and it turned out really cute. We went to church, got a lot of compliments on it. Then we all had lunch together, got some sweet cards, got some nice gifts from my son and my grandson, and it was a precious day. Love it, cherish it. I wish I could have a whole bunch more just like it. Is there anything else? The only other thing I have to say is that if you're watching this and you don't put videos up of what you make, then shame on you. You need to join us, okay? You can like and subscribe if you want to, but we want to see what you are making. And you will love this community because everyone is nice. They're kind. They're caring people. They're truly interested in what you have going on and what you're sewing. So I ask you to join us. And we will support you. And speaking of which, we had a first-timer this week. And her name is Carol Beaven. And I think she goes by Sew Carol or Oh So Carol. Look her up. It's Carol with an E, Beaven, B-E-A-V-E-N. And she was a first-time YouTuber. And I was so excited because she's been my YouTube friend. We talk all the time on YouTube. And she's always been so supportive of me. And she's an amazing seamstress. Like, she's way better seamstress than I am. And I was just really happy to see her and be able to put a face with a name. And so I look forward to actually, hopefully, getting to meet her in person. She doesn't live on this side of the ocean, but she comes over here every now and then. I don't know what season she shows up, but I'm going to try and track her down when she does. So thanks, Carol, for posting. And it's just, this community is growing every single day. And I don't know if Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, I don't know if she realized when she started this how big it was going to be, but it's just like a mushroom cloud going on and on and on. So you guys join us, like and subscribe if you want to. I will see you next week. And maybe I won't have pea picking hair, but I can't promise anything. Ciao.